Hey folks, welcome to 9 to 5 to Freedom. My name is Alex. In today's video, we're going to review the 10th week of our performance of our high yield dividend portfolio. So glad you found this channel. Please stick around and see if funds like Cornerstone, Yield Max, Roundhill, and others are a viable option to build a portfolio to allow us to have weekly, monthly, quarterly income to replace that 9 to 5. If you're new to this channel, folks, let me just show you some of the stuff that's going on here. This is my channel. Check out some of the videos where I get into some of these ETFs, their performance, how they're doing. I'm comparing some of them. And as I'm doing the weekly reports, showing my portfolio, showing what I'm investing in, and how that's been working out for me this year so far. Now, I started out in my career about 13 years ago, working as an engineer, investing into things like 401k, IRA. In the last 5 years, I've been investing a lot into real estate. And now I'm just looking to diversify. So I got videos around all that stuff in here. So check it out. We're up to 30 subscribers. Yes, we're growing. So thank you for everybody who's new to this channel. Trying to be transparent, trying to be honest with everything that's going on. Not going to butter things up and make them look better than they are. Okay, we'll take a look what's going on in the markets, folks. It's been, a couple choppy weeks, but Friday on the 14th of March, we've seen a small uptick, and that was very nice to see with all the tariffs and everything that's going on right now. That was positive news. So this is the S&P 500 5-day. You can see that little uptick that we had. 1-day chart up 2%. Very nice. Okay, let's get into the portfolio, folks. For those who are new, I invested about $12,000 into various high yield ETFs, and I used about 30% margin. So this is my account. I do have some single stocks and options that are going to be worthless because everything just tanked, but I just take a look at this little snapshot, take out everything we're not interested to look at, and we're just going to go through these real quick, and I'll give you my feedback. So anything that's green, I really like the performance of. USA, this one pays quarterly. We did get finally a dividend this week on it. It's down 7.2%. This pays about 10% per year, which is not bad. Knowing that the market's been down about 4.5% or so for the year, I'd say I'll give that a green. JPQ, another one that's very similar. This one's another 10% yielder, down 7.32%. Very nice to see that. XPay. This is what's interesting, folks. We're going to take a look here. XPay targets 20%. Look at that. It's down 7.5%. It's up 2% on Friday. Amazing. We're going to keep tracking this one, folks. XDT. I've talked about this one a lot. I really like this one as well. This one pays higher than XPay. This one pays like 28% or something in dividends, which is really, really good. It was only down 8.46%. Definitely a green. Okay, moving down. RDTE, this is the small cap. If you want to diversify a little bit, this one pays 20% dividend. As you can see, it took a much bigger hit, 10.3. We'll keep it green. QDTE. This one pays more than XDT, 37%. Looks like you lost 2% more, but we had a nice 2.7% uptick on Friday. I'll keep that green. Now, once we cross into the 11%, this is where I think we're going to switch to yellow. Again, depends how you want to play it. And what's going to happen to your funds? If they continue to go down 20, 30% each year, are you going to have reverse splits? Well, we're not sure about that. FEPI, I'm going to do yellow on that, 11% down for the year. We did have a nice 3.2% bounce up. CLM CRF, these are the close-end funds. These do drip at the NAV at like 30%, but their dividends are not that lucrative. So you kind of paying into it, you're trying to build it up. End of the day, I feel like it's going to be a little bit tough to extract your dividends if you're looking for income. I'll leave these as yellow. I think they're an interesting play. We'll keep going. YMAX, YMAC. This is where all the hype is, right, folks? Well, we're down almost 18% for both of these. Now, they do pay much higher dividends. So, again, not sure what's going to happen. As the time goes by, if you're going to continue to see this NAV erosion, what's going to happen to your fund? We'll leave these as yellow. MSTY. This is a play on MicroStrategy, which is completely tied to Bitcoin. This is an interesting play. Look at that. 10% uptick on Friday. 24% down for the year. Now, this pays 95% dividend. Okay? I don't know. I'll keep it yellow. These other ones, boo. I'm not going to be buying any Coney. Tesla, it's way too political. It's way too choppy. We'll mark these as red. Again, folks, why am I going through this? Well, I'm in a process of closing, finally selling one of my rental properties. I'm going to have a large sum of money. I want to know what I want to invest in. This was an experimental portfolio. I started this year in January, tracking what dividends I'm getting, how much these funds are dropping in value with the correction. I'm really glad all of that was going on as I have this smaller portfolio where I can learn from that stuff. I'm also learning a lot about margin, the upside and downside. As you can see, a lot of these funds here, I have them leveraged with margin. I have about 30%. Well, when you have margin and you're in a downturn, you're getting hit more. So that's another thing I want to think about. Is that something I want to do with my larger account? Do I just stay away from margin? Do I use a smaller percentage, maybe 10% margin? As I'm getting these dividends, all that money right now is going towards paying off margin. Okay, enough of waffling there. We'll hop into the dividends, folks. I cleaned this up a little bit. I wanted to make it more on the weekly since I do weekly reports. We are in week 10, and these are the dividends that I received for this week. USA finally paid us a dividend. It is a quarterly dividend at around 10%. I got whopping 85 cents. All right. If I have a coupon, I might be able to get some fries at McDonald's or something. Okay. XCTE, $8.6. QDT, $7.50. RDT, $1.50. $10 from XPay. $24 from YMAG. $19 from YMAX, and Coney paid a whopping $6.95. Okay, so total for the week, $78. Total for the year, $829, which is about a 5.6% ROI. So not too shabby. All right, so we'll, I think we're going to leave it at that for today. Don't want to make this too long. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Dividends. These are interesting plays. This is a lot of these funds are new. We're gonna see how they perform. They seem to be pumping out a lot of them every week to drive up some hype, to drive some investors, but we want to be cautiously optimistic. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, folks. Take care.